Daniel Pinto, the second most important executive at JPMorgan. The hit by the bus CEO candidate, as Jamie Dimon had loved to call him, he's giving up his titles. Here's Jenn Piepszak taking over at least one half of his role, which is COO, which is pretty important. And it just seemed that they were signaling that when Jamie is finally ready to step aside, Jenn Piepszak will be ready to step into the role. But then that statement came where Jenn Piepszak says she's not interested in being considered for the CEO role, at least at this time. Now, everything hinges on at this time. Does that at this time go away in 6 months and she's ready to be considered CEO? I think all that we can do right now is take it on face value and say, she's not interested, so we're going back to the drawing board. Is it going to be a Marianne Lake or a Troy Rohrbaugh or someone else altogether?
Measure it on, I mean, the field, the free-for-all of this to me is crazy. Is it damaging to the bank the way they're doing this? Or do you look at this as a measure of decorum where they're working in a proper manner?
Neither. I don't think it's a measure of decorum because a couple of years ago when they set in place a lot of these changes, they gave those new roles to Jenn Piepszak and Marianne Lake. It did seem that those two were the leading contenders for CEO. It's a little less clear now. But Jamie Dimon is doing fine. Everyone still hangs on to every single thing he has to say. He's turning 69, but he will argue 69 is the new 59 on Wall Street.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you lastly just about the professional evolution of Jamie Dimon. And I saw him on stage at the Deal Book Summit about a year ago, and he was asked about plans for his retirement and succession, and he allowed that every time the board meets, he leaves the meeting room and they have a conversation about succession. What do we know about this? Where all of this stands, and it's a recurring joke on Wall Street. We'll see where we are the next year when it comes to Jamie Dimon's tenure. Where do things stand now, and sort of what are the betting odds of him leaving this job anytime soon?
The problem is every time Jamie Dimon leaves the room and the board starts talking about succession, all that they're saying is, can someone please bring Jamie back into the room and ask him when he will be ready to step down, because we're not ready to force him out. And realistically, you can't, because you talk about the professional evolution of Jamie Dimon. He went from CEO of JPMorgan to Dean of Banking to King of Wall Street. With all those titles, no board is going to come and say, Jamie, your time's up. It is for Jamie to decide, and that is where we are. And the real winner, my initial answer would have been Jenn Piepszak from this announcement. My latest answer, that the real winner from this announcement is the fact that Jamie Dimon isn't going away anywhere anytime soon.
I'll steal a question from Tom. Is Jen going to be on the call tomorrow? How's this going to play out on the earnings call tomorrow, do you think?
That's interesting. Jamie's not every bank CEO, like I remember Lloyd Blankfein never made it to every earning call. Jamie Dimon always does make it to the earning call. It will be interesting to see if Jenn Piepszak comes in. Look, she will have a key operational role at this firm. The fact that she's gotten this title means everyone around her has a lot of respect for her. The only problem seems to be she's saying she does not want to be the next Jamie Dimon.